Hello and welcome. My name's George. My channel is all about helping you get the most out of Logic Pro so that you can record and produce your best music in your home studio. In the previous couple videos from my series following Camaro 67 Late Night, going over the recording and mixing of the song, we've been dealing with mixing the bass as well as using stem splitter to remove some bleed from the room mics and drum recordings. And at the same time, I came across listening to Queen's Another One Bites the Dust, real iconic bass line, and it got me thinking how I could use the stem splitter to help me match the bass sound from that iconic recording. So I'm going to show you exactly how I did that using two of Logic's built-in plugins. So let's dive in. So here I've got the session pulled up from Camaro 67's Late Night and our bass track here, which we previously mixed. And just to give a quick preview, that sounds like this. And as I mentioned, I recently was in the car and Another One Bites the Dust came on from Queen. And as I'm sure you all know, that's a very iconic bass line and kind of carries the tune throughout. And it got me thinking how I could go ahead and replicate this bass sound myself. And this coincided with using stem splitter recently. So the first thing that I went to do was to use stem splitter to actually isolate the bass out of the song. And I've just got a little clip of the song because the bass line pretty well repeats the whole way through, so I don't actually need the whole recording, but this is the full recording here. And to isolate the bass line, just need to right click, go to stem splitter, or if you go down to processing, stem splitter there. And I just have the bass selected, so that's just going to isolate the bass. And I go ahead and hit apply, and this will work through it and isolate the bass from this file. So now I have the bass down here, so just the bass and no longer the rest of the track. Now for copyright issues and for avoiding getting flagged in YouTube, I'm not actually going to play this recording, but that's okay. You don't actually need to hear it to understand how this works. So the next thing I'm going to do is use the Match EQ plugin found in Logic Pro. So I'm on my bass track now, and I'm going to load in the Match EQ. So I'm going to click here, and if you go down to EQ, and here is Match EQ. And what the Match EQ does is you can analyze two sources. So in my case, my current bass sound, and also a reference track. And the reference track is going to be Another One Bites the Dust. And it's going to analyze the EQ curve from each of those, and then it'll show me the difference between the two. And then I can apply that how I want. So all you got to do is drag your current on top. We have current selected. So if I drag this and drop it in there, it's going to analyze the bass that I currently have. So this is what the EQ curve for the Late Night bass looks like. And now I'm going to click over here to reference. And now I'm going to drag in Another One Bites the Dust on reference here. And that looks like that. So a little bit similar. And then I'm going to go to EQ curve to match. And then this shows us the difference. So you can see it's kind of boosting more of the low end here and then cutting a little bit more of the higher mids, but then again boosting around 5K and then cutting the very top again. And now you can mix and match and compare how this all sounds. So I'm just going to solo our bass. Let's mute these ones for now and have a listen to that. So that's with the match EQ applied. I can turn this off to hear the difference. So with it off, I have a bit more attack, a bit more bite to it. And with it on, a lot more kind of warmer, round sounding, which is a lot closer to that Another One Bites the Dust bass sound. So right now this is applied to 100%, but there's a few things we can kind of tweak. The smoothing is one I usually change to make the curve a little bit less drastic and a bit more general. And then the apply slider knob is where you can choose how much you want to apply. So if we go to 0%, for example, then it's just going to be the original bass. And as I bring this up, it'll apply more of that EQ curve. So I actually quite like what it's doing. It kind of smoothing it out quite a bit. And we can take a look and see how that sounds in the mix. Solo with the drums. So there you go. So there's a quick and easy way. If there's an iconic sound that you really like from one of your favorite artists or recordings, then you can use a stem splitter to isolate that sound and then use the match EQ to get a similar sound based off of the EQ curve. And of course, you can apply this to any instrument, not just the bass. Now, if you're dealing with electric guitar, for example, this isn't exactly going to copy the tone. So if you have a very overdriven guitar and you're starting with something a bit cleaner, it's not going to do that for you, but it will dial in the EQ so that that's similar, and then you can work on the tone afterwards. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you have any questions, please leave those in the comments below. And I also want to thank you for all your likes and subscribes. And lastly, if you want to improve your workflow in Logic Pro, don't forget to download my free Ultimate Logic Pro Starter Pack. This includes my Logic Pro hotkey cheat sheet with all the most common shortcuts right at your fingertips. Also, my audio recording checklist to make sure your recordings go as flawlessly as possible. My mixing guide, which includes settings to all of Logic's most common plugins. My gear guide if you're just getting started out and want to know exactly what to get. And lastly, my Logic Pro session templates so that you can get up and running right away. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one.